Carolyn Dube here. What's the play for today? Well, it's a Tuesday, so that means a Let's Play video. And how am I going to let myself play? I'm going to be showing some love to some neglected supplies. These are things I loved them when I bought them, and I just haven't used them in a really long time. Now, how is that going to let me play? Well, because it's almost like I'm going shopping in my own studio. New things are always exciting to me, and it's been so long with some of these, they are totally new to me. Well, I'm going to be taking some lace. I've got this wonderful roll with these big sheets of lace, and this is very crunchy lace, so I don't think it's really for clothing, or I don't know what kind of clothing, but the lace screamed to me jelly printing. And so I'm going to take some colors that I haven't used in a long time and the lace and make some prints on the jelly plate. So I cut off several sheets of lace off of that roll. And the reason why I did several sheets of it is because I'm going to basically color this lace the quick and easy way using the jelly plate by the time I'm done. The paints that I'm using are a heavy-bodied paint, but these are actually super heavy-bodied. And the reason for that is they're old paints. Paints, you know, if you keep them around for 10 years and don't use them a whole lot, you can expect them to start to dry out. Well, I put the piece of lace on top, and now I'm going to put a piece of paper on top of it. This is 90-pound cardstock, 90-pound weight cardstock that I'm using. And the brayer, I'm cleaning off the excess paint there. I can use my hand or I can use a brayer to go across this. I prefer using the brayer for the simple reason that it's just faster. Now, as I pull up the lace, there is some texture and there is paint right there on the jelly plate. So I'm going to take a ghost print, and it's going to give me a very different look than what my first print was. So I'm with this one, because I don't have the fabric or the lace in there, I'm just going to use my hands to push it down. And when I lift it up, almost all the paint comes off. And again, two very different looks using the same piece of lace. It just depends whether or not it's your first print or your ghost print. One of the reasons why I love the jelly plate so much is because I have so much fun when I play with it. When I get this thing out, I don't make just one print. I like to make a wonderful stack of color and pattern and texture while I'm playing. Now, what you're seeing so far is the first layer building up on each of the papers, but later in the video, we're going to add multiple colors or multiple layers onto the same piece of paper. If you're new to the Let's Play link parties, they happen every week over on the blog at acolorfuljourney.com each Tuesday, and each month there is a $50 gift certificate giveaway drawn from the people that have entered and left comments for the entire month on the Let's Plays. If this month, it is a $50 gift certificate to Amazon, so you can buy all sorts of fun creative supplies there. Now, if you're wondering what can you share share any of your play. Does it have to be exactly about the theme that I have for this month? Absolutely not. It does not have to be that, because play doesn't have a lot of rules. It's just fun and it's play. And you can share directly by uploading a photo, or you can share it for somewhere like Instagram or your blog or Flickr, all sorts of choices so that you can get in on the fun and get an extra bonus chance for that gift certificate. Well, here's another bonus here of playing with the lace is I've got the lace colored. Now it's not white, it's these rich, deep colors that if I'd painted that with a paintbrush, it would have been really goopy and messy and not quite that fine. So I'm bringing in red, and I'm not sure why I felt the urge to grab red, because it's not a color I grab very often, but I'm glad I did because it certainly is bold and bright. Well, now it's time to start thinking about getting multiple colors onto a print. Now, getting multiple colors onto a jelly print, well, it's actually really simple, because you basically do the same process, but take one of the prints that you've already made. Like I took this blue one, and now I'm putting the yellow on top of it. So now I'm going to have both the blue and the yellow happening together. I can keep using this piece, and I can put another one on there. There's not going to be quite as much paint on it because it's the second time using it, which makes sense because I've pulled some off. So you get a slightly different look. I can go and then clean up what's left on there by pulling that up the ghost print with a fresh piece. And I get this wonderful grungy pull from that where you've got little bits of color and texture and pattern all in there from the lace. If you're intrigued by this jelly plate thing, or it's something that you've just started doing and there's more that you want to know, I have got a page of resources over on the blog. I'll have a link for you around here, and it tells you things about what are the best paints to use, how to mix colors on the jelly plate, those kinds of things, as well as I've got a whole bunch of YouTube videos about using the jelly plate. Now, this print that's about to come up is probably getting close to my favorite one, because when I lift up the layers of color, the ghost print building up, just all the colors worked and played together to give me this very mermaid feel of colors. Well, thanks so much for joining me for this week's Let's Play video. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. And of course, if you've got people that you think would enjoy a little bit of play, I'd love it if you shared this video with them. Well, now that you've seen my play, I'd love to see what you're playing with, so head on over to the blog at acolorfuljourney.com and join in the link party and share what you're making. Thanks so much for being a part of this colorful journey.